Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over a game that I played in the Scholastic chess tournament for New Hampshire, which I actually won. So I'm going to be going to Michigan in August for nationals. So yeah, I'm going to be going over the fourth and final game that got me this incredible victory. It happened actually a month ago. I just haven't had time to make a video about it. So yeah, we're going to go over that final game.
A classic first move which opens up white's pieces and strikes the center early.
At this point, I was about 1,023, and my opponent was about 1,355. So a solid 200 point difference between us. 300 actually. So e4, e5.
A strong response. The knight puts pressure on opposing knight, adding support. Opposing knights meet and threaten each other's pawns.
I don't like facing the Petrov.
Adding support to the center with the other knight.
I stopped that.
Kingside castling incoming. Black's about to tuck their king away safely.
So I don't know if I wasn't paying attention or what was happening. I did not take this pawn. I played d3.
This misses an opportunity to capture a free pawn.
I don't know why I didn't take.
That pawn was under attack, but now it's white developed
D2.
one of the best. That pawn just kicked the bishop. The bishop is safe. Strong choice, right? That gets the king out of developing that bishop. Developing the bishops. Both sides have castled. Let the middle. Black develops the knight and supports the center.
So
nice.
Here, I did not calculate correctly.
The better move was to send a queen into the game.
I lost
This permits the opponent to pin a defender of a pawn.
I lost a pawn
This
pretty
forces
early on into the game.
What? Clutch find. Zoom zoom. That even Steven. Even Steven. Easy peasy recapture. That defends the pawn. That threat on the bishop is a slick temp. That bishop was under attack, but now it's not bad, but not brilliant. Finally, solid move. Nothing. Solid move keeps things balanced.
I trade.
Solid recap. That defends the pawn.
Defend my pawn.
This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This permits the opponent to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades.
So I did not calculate this correctly, apparently.
With the right, the better move was to recap. What a move! Got the best option. White shuts the door on that pawn, putting a queen on. Time to put. The knight puts pressure on black's pawn and establishes control of the center. Recapture that.
Okay.
Not the sharpest move.
So at this
This
point,
permits the opponent to.
I don't know.
What a move! Super. What a move! Got a move. There was literally nothing else to do on the board.
Yeah, that was a forced move. Apparently, I should have taken here, because then I could go here, win a pawn.
The best option was to capture a rook that was threatening to win material.
I didn't think of that.
That's a slick escape from the rook's check. Solid trade, nothing crazy. Keeps things balanced.
I kind of forgot that he could take my other rook. I thought he was going to take this rook and then I could win a pawn, but I forgot.
Activating the king. Black lost. White just slipped into a big off. A missed chance to capitalize on that mistake. The best move here. That defends the pawn. Nice. Oof, white just slipped into a worse position.
So, if you see here, it was equal, equal, then started dipping. I was down a pawn for a while. Didn't have a great position.
What a move. Super solid, right on target. That's a slick escape from the rook's check.
Here's
Activating the king for the endgame. First step. Black lost. White just slipped big up. The best move here, no doubt. That defends the pawn. Oof, white just slipped into a worse position. This misses a better way to create a pawn chain.
I noticed this.
Evading that checking pawn like a boss. That's one of the best. That pawn capture. This is one of the best moves. That defends. Solid move. Boom! Spicy. That defends the pawn. Nice. Strong choice, right? That one of the best moves. It is very strong play.
I was down a pawn and then now I'm up a pawn. So yeah.
That's one of the best moves. That defends. This is one of the best. That calmly steps the pawn away to avoid danger and keep. Solid move. Nothing. One of the best moves. Clutch find. Clutch find. That's one. What a move. That defends. This open. Smooth. The pawn is now adequately defended. Trading pawns reduce. Simple capture.
So here is where the big jump occurs, as you see here. Currently, if we look at the analysis, It's roughly an equal game at this point. Watch what the eval bar does after this. Whoop. The reason being is because of the calculated combination after this. And then he says here, wow, white just flipped the script. That's a winning position. Because of this.
What?
I counted
Spicy.
all these moves.
Boom! A passed pawn. That's a step closer to promotion,
This is
baby.
actually very important here. I had to push this pawn because if you look at the race here, I calculated the race. I spent a bit of time on this. I still had like 20 minutes left on my clock. I covered the diagonal. He would have promoted at the same time as me if I had pushed this pawn. If you look here, well, actually he had to move that away. Hold up. Here, here, wait now, here, 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 here. I might have still promoted before him. I don't think I calculated. Yeah, I would have still promoted before him. I would have had to come back here. So actually, technically, I would have won either way. But I just liked this better, just to make sure he never promoted.
One of the best. That pass. White shuts the door. White shuts the door on that pawn, putting a queen on the queening square.
That's mate on 8. Mate in 8. I'm gonna win this pawn. Can't do anything about this pawn. I would be able to win with, obviously, win with just the queen and the king. But at this point, he resigns and I win. 1-0. That was the final game. I beat a 1355 rated player, and I'm 1023. Anyways, that's all for today, so I'll see you guys next time.